In our recent episodes, we got a glimpse of what we can expect to see when the production IONIQ 6 is finally released later this year. The second IONIQ sub-branded car of the series, and the first ever dedicated electric sedan from the Hyundai Motor Group, the IONIQ 6 is undoubtedly the most anticipated car of the year. It's highly anticipated, not only because it's the first sedan model that still many people seek, despite the fact that in this day and age crossovers are considered mainstream, but the design is to be based on the stunning Hyundai Prophecy concept. With the electric sedan nearing production, we will explore all the design details and the specifications that have now been nearly fully exposed, as well as how it will compare with the competition. So, before we go on, we'd highly appreciate your support by subscribing and turning on the notification bell, if you haven't already. And please don't forget to like, comment, and vote on the question that's presented at the end of the video. From all accounts, the preparation for the production is fully completed, as far as the exterior and the interior, as well as the drivetrain and the electronics, with only the last-minute tweaking left before the production, that is now slated for July 2022, which is 5 months behind the original production schedule. The delay in production was caused by the management's decision to revamp the controversial styling, improve the efficiency, as well as to increase the overall quality and marketability of the all-new electric sedan. As we are counting towards the release of the car, the once controversial exterior design is now appearing to be gaining some support, thanks to the images that have become available with the camouflage cladding removed, exposing its sleek contours, which nearly mimic that of the Prophecy concept. Although it's not exactly a dead copy of the prolific show car, which was penned by none other than Luc Donkerwolke, who has the likes of Lamborghini Murcielago under his belt, the designers and engineers have done a good job in replicating the general ambience of the original concept. Through the magic of skillful prediction renderers like Gotcha, we can almost see what the production car would look like in the flesh. The design that has been identified by the people that have actually seen the production-ready car, as a near-perfect rendition of the actual IONIQ 6, rendering portrays a futuristic and smooth body shape that's definitely very attractive. Complete with a Porsche 911-like whale tail that complements the unique sloping belt and window lines, the body exudes a similar elegance from the graceful curves, and at the same time dynamic sportiness from its powerful voluminous arches and creases as the Prophecy concept. Although it didn't incorporate the concept's striking frameless windows, the once heavily criticized wraparound window frames now seem to be well concealed and integrated to offer a clean and tidy appearance. Appropriate use of the unique rising belt line as seen in the platform-sharing Kia EV6 also does a good job in offsetting the tallboy stubby form factor to render a slender appearance despite its relatively tall body height. According to the latest findings, the height of the IONIQ 6 sedan measures 1,495 mm or 59 inches, which is a full 5 cm or 2 inches taller than that of the Hyundai Sonata, which IONIQ 6 is most closely related to, as far as the size and the target audience is concerned. Expected to be an eventual replacement for the perennial best-selling Sonata family sedan, when the internal combustion cars will no longer become available in the future, the IONIQ 6 has much more interior volume than the ICE counterpart. This is because it's not only taller and wider, by 20 mm or nearly an inch, but most importantly, the IONIQ 6 has a wheelbase of 2,950 mm, which is astoundingly 110 mm or 4.3 inches longer than the current Sonata's wheelbase of 2,840 mm or 112 inches. With such a wheelbase that's actually longer than even the Kia Telluride 3-row SUV, enabled by the eGMP dedicated EV platform that underpins the IONIQ 6, the new electric sedan is expected to have an interior volume that's equivalent to that of the platform-sharing Kia EV6, which is a crossover with the same width, a shorter wheelbase by 50 mm, but taller height by 55 mm. Of course, as a sedan, it doesn't have the rear hatch and the accompanying cargo space like the EV6, but it's still a tremendous amount of interior space, that rivals that of the Genesis G80 large sedan, which has a longer wheelbase but with a lower height. The height of the IONIQ 6 may have been seen as the biggest hindrance to making the production sedan replicate the Prophecy's swoopy shape, but it's definitely not an eyesore as many have feared. In fact, the vehicle rides far lower than that of even the low-slung Kia EV6 GT, which is 50 mm taller than the IONIQ 6. With the IONIQ's length of nearly 5 meters long, which is 30 centimeters or a full foot longer than that of the EV6 GT, which despite the shorter length looks solidly planted to the ground, we can safely dismiss the concern over whether the sedan would appear unattractive. Also, the recently discovered larger and more stylish wheels, which is a sign that there will be the high-performance N versions of the sedan, definitely further improve the aesthetics factor and create excitement. Furthermore, this is the first time the actual production headlamp is unveiled, And as predicted, it generally takes the shape of the Prophecy concept, but rather than comprised fully of the trademark parametric pixels, it's a combination of the cube pixels and LED projection lamp that appears very futuristic. The rumored lighting grille, which is supposed to be a LED signboard that displays useful digitized messages such as the charging state or emergency warnings, still has not been unveiled unfortunately. The rear tail lamps however have been exposed, and it's to be the pixelized type, just like the IONIQ 5, that adds to the sophistication of the overall presentation. The sophistication carries inside too, as the clean and streamlined appearance is in stark contrast to the minimalistic and somewhat proletarian interior of the IONIQ 5. Although the design of the IONIQ 6 interior is largely based on its crossover sibling, as they share the near-identical dash assembly, comprised of the dual 12.3-inch LCD monitors, there are many improvements and subtle changes to the presentation. These include more stylish door panels and redesigned seats, which now feature the EV6 style headrest that wouldn't look out of place in a premium sedan. Also, although IONIQ 6 still offers a completely flat floor thanks to its eGMP skateboard-like platform, as a sedan, some functionalities of the living room on wheels theme of the IONIQ 5 have been lost, such as a movable center console. However, the IONIQ 6 makes up for it by adding more intuitive controls to the now fixed center console, such as window and lock controls from the door panels. Furthermore, the monitors for the digital mirrors have been moved from the door to the dash for added elegance and improved usability. In addition to the digital mirrors is also found in the IONIQ 5, the solar panel option is to appear on the IONIQ 6 as well. Other technology includes augmented reality navigation, that works in conjunction with the vehicle's highly advanced self-driving feature called Highway Driving Assist 2, or HDA2, which is known to be one of the most advanced Level 2 self-driving autonomy in the world, that even outperforms Tesla's autopilot. Later on, the self-driving autonomy would be improved to the hands-free driving feature called Highway Driving Pilot, that has just been introduced on Genesis's flagship G90 sedan, which would give Tesla's FSD run for its money. Features such as these could now be updated through the vehicle's improved OTA. As with the revised 2023 IONIQ 5 model, the vehicle's OTA is now able to update not only the navigation and infotainment functionalities, but also the firmware related to the ECU and other vehicle controls, to enhance the overall performance of the vehicle. The performance of the IONIQ 6 won't disappoint either, as the sedan will be powered by either the single-motor rear-wheel drive 225 horsepower configuration, or the dual-motor all-wheel drive 321 horsepower system, taken from the similarly weighed Kia EV6 that has been recently clocked at 4.6 seconds, 0 to 60 miles per hour, which is astounding for 2,000 kilogram or 4,500 pound car. The range will be just as astounding as well. Equipped with the same drivetrain and the 77.4 kilowatt-hours battery as the IONIQ 6, the latest EPA rating of the rear-wheel drive EV6 was registered at 310 miles, which is an improvement over the IONIQ 5's rating of 303 miles, which was tested earlier. The acceleration number and the range happen to be dead identical to that of the Tesla Model 3, which is seen as the IONIQ 6's closest competition, theoretically speaking, as the prices are nearly the same as well. However, at the estimated starting price of $47,000, the IONIQ 6 is much larger and more premium in every aspect, truly offering more cars for your money than a Spartan Model 3. We wouldn't go as far as comparing the IONIQ 6 with the similarly sized Model S, which now costs over $100,000, but at least in the EV range, there might be a fighting chance. The latest report says that the prototype IONIQ 6 is reaching up to 650 kilometers or 400 miles, which is definitely in the realm of the Tesla Model S long range. It's doubtful that the production IONIQ 6 would be released with the 400-mile range, but 350 miles would be a reasonable expectation, seeing the impressive progress that Hyundai engineers have been making recently in increasing the efficiency of its electric vehicles. Furthermore, Hyundai and Kia EVs are well known for overachieving their published range, as its 239-mile EPA Niro EV has been known to reach 300 miles real-life range, and the 72.6 kilowatt-hours IONIQ 5 early version, attaining up to 600 kilometers or 373 miles in range. In addition, the IONIQ 6 will offer all the marvelous features of the eGMP 800-volt platform, such as the ultra-fast 18-minute charge time of 10 to 80%, and the bidirectional V2L and V2G functions. Cold weather features such as a heat pump to optimize the range, and battery preconditioning that warms up the battery for improved charging speed in cold temperatures will also be offered, which will surely be welcoming news to all Korean car fans in Northern Europe and North America. Finally, For those of you that are seeking the Tesla Model 3 performance version's level of exhilaration, also need not worry, as the aforementioned N version of IONIQ 6 is rumored with the 576 horsepower and 546 pound-feet of torque, borrowed from the ultra-high performance EV6 GT, capable of dashing from 0 to 60 miles per hour in low 3 seconds, which again would be as fast as the Tesla Model S long range, all at the estimated starting price of less than $65,000. As for the end of the video question, with the introduction of the IONIQ 6, as well as products like the new Volvo XC40 Recharge, which is expected to be very close to IONIQ 6 in price and performance, the decision-making would be much more difficult than ever before for the premium EVs. What would be your choice as your next EV purchase? Please vote and share your views by clicking on the link in the comment section below or in the description. Thanks for watching AutoVision, your best source for the fastest Korean car news and rumors. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe and click on the notification bell, as not to miss any of our new videos. It would help the channel greatly if you could view our videos as soon as they are uploaded, and watch them all the way until the end, which would help to reach more people. Also, to support our channel even further, please join our membership and enjoy the exclusive content and preview of the upcoming episodes. Finally, don't forget to join our forum and share your passion for Korean cars at KoreanCarNews.com. See you next time with the latest Korean car news.